Since we're adding over 2,000 pounds worth of base inside this 1997 Grand Marquis, we have to beef up the rear suspension. So if you want to watch us change these 97 Grand Marquis coil springs out to some 98 Expedition springs, then continue to watch. So then my partner Kendall came to the crib, lifting it up real quick. This is a shop long time ago. I don't never want to do these again, ever. All right, so let's go ahead and he already got the first one off. Let's go ahead and grab shocks and springs. This right here is what came off on the passenger side. He working on the passenger side right now. This is the old coil spring from the 97 Grand Marquis, and this has been on there since 2008, 2009 when I first got it lifted, when I put the 22s on there. So when I put the 22s on there, I went down to East Lake, to a rim shop in East Lake, and that's what they did to the coils. I'm pretty sure they had one on this side, but like I said, I don't know. But that's what they did. This is the old shock that they had put on, out with the old, putting in the new 98 Expedition spring. Same design, pigtail at the top, but this can handle 8 times more load pressure than this right here. And this is going to be the KYB gas adjust new shock that we're putting on. Hopefully this will be a pretty good upgrade. You see what I'm saying? You put one over here and one over here. I'm pretty sure there was one over here too, but it popped off. He over there doing the other side right now. Real quick. Yeah, she already sitting better, sitting up like regular, like how she used to sit. Ooh yeah, shoot, she about look like factory height, for real. Now I don't know if you guys recognize it or not, but there was a lot of fluid on the floor, like a puddle next to the rear tire, and I believe that was some hydraulic fluid coming from the air shock. We tried to check it out and everything up at the top was dry, but there was a lot of fluid leaking from where the bottom of the air shock was being mounted to, and it was coming from the inside of the air shock. Now that wasn't happening on the passenger side when they let it down, and on the driver's side there was a puddle there before he even let the car down, which is why the puddle was so big. So what we did is we sent that one back, and so we got the air shocks from Rock Auto, so they were real good about sending us a new one ASAP. So we're gonna go ahead and put the new one on, because I'm pretty sure we just got a bad one. All right, got a little shock extension. So we went ahead and added the first little metal plate and this little rubber stopper right here. We won't be adding the second metal plate and the other stopper with the nuts that are threaded at the top. We won't be adding that on until we actually get it through that little hole over there at the top. And that is the hole that we need to be in right there. I'm gonna take my other little rubber stopper and my plate, put those on the top. I'm gonna have to reach over the top of this piece to get to it, and then I'm just gonna kind of finger tighten as much as I can. And in the midst of trying to freaking put that rubber on the top, it dropped right there like a dang hoe. Finally got it. I guess everything happened for a reason, because now I'm at a better angle. Go ahead and put this through here, stick this on top, and I'm gonna hurry up and try to get that twisted on. So now that we got that first one threaded on, I'm gonna go ahead and do this bottom part next. So I'm gonna stick this up top here and try to tighten that down. Got those hooked up there. Expedition coil springs. Now let's put this tire back on and ease her on down. So I just realized that I only have 4 lug nuts because when I had my 24s on them and I had the lock wheel, the lock lug nut on there, they had to bust it off because I couldn't, whoa, pause. They had to break the locking lug nut because I couldn't find the key. Now we can let her down slow. Ah, shoot, that ain't slow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She lifted, boy. She's saying perfect. Man, them expedition springs did the thing I needed to do. Don't worry about the regular factory tires. We are going to get some wheels for it, but the wheels is not more important than making sure that all this weight that we have in the back is compensated for back here with them coil springs and them new shocks. Last time when we put the shock on and put the tire back on, we had a puddle on the floor before we even dropped the car. So the fact that we're good, both dry on both sides, make me extremely happy. And before we was at an angle, now we are more level. We gotta drive. Look at my son. Huh? Huh? Look at him.
You wanna drive it?
Yeah, you wanna go for a ride?
Yeah.
Look at him, just happy. Happy to be back in the green car. You say what?
Miss her.
Yeah, I missed her too. All right, now.
I miss Jazz.
Yeah, I missed her too. Got her back running. Old voltmeter. All this is gonna be replaced. I ain't even getting out to check. I know we got space. I'm going slow though. I had to drop. I ain't even getting out to check. No rub, nothing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm in the street now. Oh, I'm in the street now, baby. Oh, we're in the street.
We running.
We running.
Keep me rolling.
They hate it. They're trying to get it riding dirty. Now, don't get it twisted now. When we driving straight, we driving smooth. When we drive straight, we are driving smooth, but going uphill is literally an uphill battle. So the car is not running hot. Not running hot at all. So y'all remember we had that issue before. It is not running hot. We've been driving for, I don't know, probably about like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I'm very happy with everything on how it turned out. I think it looks good. It's back level. Those Expedition coil springs are about 2 inches higher than the original 97 gram Marquis coil springs, but they can handle up to 8 times more the load pressure. So it's very much so compensating for the weight. So when we drive, the coil springs are keeping it steady, the air shocks are keeping it for a nice smooth ride. The only thing is that we don't have a lot of power when it comes to driving. So I know I need spark plugs, wires, probably fuel filter, because it was kind of putting a little bit trying to go up a hill. So we want to change all that stuff regardless. I got about 30 things on my list. That will be the next video, letting you guys know everything that we need to do on this list in order to get a car show ready, or at least comfortable enough to where I feel like it's able to be presented out to the open. But other than that, I will bring all of y'all along the way. I thank everybody for hanging out with me this long. Until next time, this is your boy JP signing out, telling you to keep going, keep growing, and have a very blessed day. Peace.